Genius Podcast. I'm your host, Sauce McKenzie. The Honorable, I appreciate you chiming in with me. Gracious to have an audience. I know I'm not the most consistent as I should, but I appreciate y'all. Everybody listen to me, tune in, tap in, just to hear my perspective on things. You know, we all going through this together, man. You know, the one thing I had to realize in life is I don't really know nothing. You know what you think you know by learned experiences, but in 5 years from now, you could look back and be like, damn, I couldn't predict none of this. Because you don't know. Like, I always tell people, you want to hear God laugh, tell them your plans. And that's really just how it goes when it comes to, like, knowing what's in store for you, knowing what's going to happen with yourself, your health, family members' health, choices you done made, people you calling your friends today may not be your friends tomorrow. We don't know nothing. We can hope for things, but we don't know nothing. Like, you can hope that dude you calling your brother remains your brother. But are you willing to bet your life on that? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to stake your freedom on that? Are you willing to stake your character on that? Because you don't know. You know that you love this woman or you love this man or y'all got this great relationship, but will it last? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be stable at a place of employment and then you think, will it last? You really don't know. Like, what do we know in actuality? All we know is our experiences. And our experiences help shape us and guide us. But, I mean, if you would have told me at 18, this is where I'd be at this point in my life, at this age, I'd be like, okay, cool. But if you would have told me the route I had to take to get there, I'd be like, nah, that's crazy. I don't even know if you would have told me everything I had to do to get to this point to live comfortable at 50. If you would have wrote it down on a piece of paper, I don't know if I'd accepted it. That's how difficult life has been, and that shows you what I don't know. This TV cannot start irking me today. I don't know what's up with it, but we're going to airplay it one more time. If not, we're going to cancel it like Nino did that chick. But yeah, just the bottom line is that we don't know. Like, you don't know how nothing's going to turn out. You can be 19 in poverty and then be 30 and be a millionaire. But what I do know is that whatever you going to do, you got to fight for it. Like, whatever you think, direction you think you can go in, you got to fight for it. Like, you can't let nobody tell you what your path is in life. Because that's the psychological games people play. They'll see you and you may be a threat. You may not even know how much of a threat you are yet. But they'll see you and then they'll acknowledge that in their own mind they're not better, so that they'll play mind games with you and try to eliminate you as a threat. But even then, it's okay. Because God got his wings around you. And whatever you choose to do, I believe God wraps his wings around you. But you don't know nothing. The only thing that I would tell you is that you have a better chance with positive relationships, positive mentality every day, attitude, proper rest, proper exercise, then you giving yourself a fighting chance. But even then, you don't know. You could do everything right and then end up wrong. You could do everything wrong and end up right. You can take roller coaster like dips and be right sometimes and wrong sometimes and still be right. Like, it's really no guarantee to how this shit go, other than the fact that you know it's gonna go. And so, like, as a person, like, accepting, like, humility and fault and, like, just knowing, like, man, maybe I could have did this better. Maybe I could have did this better. You know, maybe I could have been better at this. That's humbling when you get in your 50s. Because the stuff that don't bring you peace, no amount of lavishness or extraordinary shit will make up for that peace. But you can try to rationalize it if you're doing okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a mind game. Like, that's why it be billionaires that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just common people. It be people with B's and M's that's fucked up, because if something in your mind is overtaking you and you're not strong enough to win that battle in your mind, you can still be fucked up. Now, the goal is to live comfortably. We all dream of living comfortably. We all seek comfortability. So that's the goal. What you go through in life is going to define you. Like, I feel like I'm a genuine nice person, you know? Genuinely nice person. I help others. I'm extremely kind. I think I'm more kind than I am nice. But I can be nice. And I've developed a coldness to me from being nice to too many people. That's a direct result of my actions. Now, how I let that coldness affect my day-to-day, if I let it make me bitter, if I let it make me angry, if I let it make me cloud my thoughts, that's up to me. Being real has shaped me to not say let's be less real, but to make my realism less available to people. Because I didn't always get it back. And the thing about me is I waste a lot of time on vengeance. Even now that I'm old, I don't act on it, but I still spend a lot of time on vengeance. I got to get vengeance. While you thinking about vengeance, you missing blessings. You see what I'm saying? I've had blessings happening and not enjoying them because I'm thinking about vengeance. And I'm like, damn, the blessing I'm getting, the person I want vengeance on will never even touch the blessing. So maybe that's God telling me to let the vengeance go and focus on everything I need to focus on to protect my mental and protect that of my family and my loved ones. That's the whole move. But you don't know shit, bro. So if you down and out and you 20, start reading, start making connections. Keep your oral hygiene up, man. Keep your hygiene up. Keep your clothes up. Get you at least 3-4 outfits you put in the cleaners. I don't care where they come from. It come from Burlington, TJ Maxx. Hit that clearance rack. Go to Marshall's. Hit that clearance rack. You ain't got much money. You can still get you a nice polo, nice button down. Get you some nice pants. Get you a couple pair of nice shoes. You know what I'm saying? But most of all, like, groom yourself. Keep yourself up, man. Work on your articulation. Work on your vocabulary. Work on your range to process words and thoughts. Like, grind on the shit that they can't see until you get the shit that they can. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a set discipline pattern every day. You know, when I was really rocking at my best, and what I'm getting back to is I had that pattern getting on that jump rope. I knew I was going to get on that jump rope. I knew I was going to do X amount of jumping jacks. I knew I was going to do 200 jumping jacks, 200 squats, 200 push-ups, and I was going to be on that rope for 1,000 reps. Every day, I had a stretch in my life for like 5-6 years. Every morning that was going to happen. Regardless if I worked out, if I had a good day, better day. Discipline. I always get up, make my bed up. That's just discipline. It's just who I am. My clothes, I got to figure out what errands got to be ran to make my house complete. You know what I'm saying? What trash need to be taken out? Is there any dishes that need to be washed? Any dishes need to be put up? How does my carpet look? How does my house look when I walk in it? That's how you set certain levels of discipline. You want to be different. So for all you struggling youngsters, you can get out of this. You know what I'm saying? And you may be taking some risks. If you're taking some risks, all I'm going to tell you is weight and risk versus what you need versus what could possibly happen. Because you get away with something 35 times, and time 36, they get you. So weigh the risk versus what you need to happen. If the risk ain't great, it's a lot of other things you can do to protect yourself, invest in yourself, love yourself, and grow. And reach out to me for a copy of my book, man, The Game Changer. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Sauce McKenzie, your boy. I am him. This book is changing lives, man. It's in the trenches. It's everywhere. So please take a second, and review my book. Hit it on Amazon. It's doing well. It's inspiring a lot of people. LeBron James, man, Team USA. Say what you want about Bron. Say what you want about his family. Say what you want about him and what he do. And I don't get into all that, man. I'm so sick of Jordan Bron debates. When I see a Jordan Bron debate, I damn near feel like you ain't got nothing to do no more. Like, Jordan Bron debates is damn near like iPods. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to get exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it ain't even basketball season. When I go on a social media application and I see somebody ranting about Bron entitlement or Bron, even if you going two left on the other side, how great he is, I'd be like, bro, go touch some grass, man. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know what it takes to wake up with the venom every morning to get on the internet and type LeBron James ain't shit. What has happened in your life, bro? Like, the man is 39. He's accomplishing things that nobody's ever accomplished at his age. He's been an absolute philanthropist, role model citizen, been a role model and ambassador for the league. And he's did the best he could in every situation. But yet, every time you go on social media, it's, man, LeBron's son is this, and LeBron's this, and LeBron's that. What is it about you that makes you hate that man so much? See, I know what it is. His story don't match his blessings in your opinion. See, y'all want to see him suffer more. Y'all take pride in people being humble. That's why y'all always bring up 4 and 6. Man, got 4 championships out of 10. That's 40%, bro. His dudes ain't never got a ring, bro. His motherfuckers played for the Minnesota Vikings that went 0 for 4. Buffalo Bills went 0 for 4. Y'all harder on Bron than y'all are on Jim Kelly. And I ain't got no beef with Jim Kelly, but Jim Kelly was 0 for 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dudes that went to the Super Bowl one time and lost. It's dudes that's been to the NBA Finals one time and lost and got there. But y'all hate Bron. It's NBA players that never got to the finals. Great players. NBA players that's never won a final. That man can't help that he came in when it was a media phenomenon. And even at this old age, he's carrying Team USA down the stretch. I think him and KD were absolute marvelous additions to the team. I think KD getting back is going to change the whole dynamic of the team. You know, the FIBA rules is different. The court is not as wide, and they could go 10. And, cats have been prepping for this. You know what I'm saying? So I think having that combination of Bron, KD, Ant-Man, I think Steph shooting to come around more. I still think they'll be okay. I think a couple of them got to get in shape, but it's only natural. And just go from there. But I never understood the Bron hate. I never understand it. You can not like him. It's cool, but to be obsessed with hatred and memes and comparisons, that's a mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people on social media timelines that will get triggered by somebody saying something positive about LeBron. Like, that's a diagnosis. You know what I'm saying? Like, something wrong with you. Like, you're not normal. So just breathe, man. You know what I'm saying? Get some help. Like, breathe that shit out, man. Like, and then the thing about Bron is, like, if you do something good and then you say something about it, they go, oh, man, you got that man nuts in your mouth. But then if he do something bad, the people that hate him will make 10 memes in an hour. I told y'all, man. Just calm down, B. You know what I'm saying? It's just a basketball debate, man. It's not really nothing to get that much vitriol. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Grown man. And the crazy thing is, the Bron haters, they ain't even the niggas that get cut off. Because most Bron haters is just Jordan fans that hate that nigga. So you can deal with them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, my nigga just in his bag talking his shit. Like, but some of these other fans or these other players, like, Bron haters to me, niggas is like traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do, nigga? You shouldn't have went that way. Like, it's traffic. But like Jordan fanatics, Kobe fanatics, it's crazy. It's different. And speaking of Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe. Man, I don't appreciate that dude coming out talking about nigga he wasn't a good friend, bro. Come on, dog. Don't get in the front of the camera. Don't get in front of the camera and make you talk negatively about a man that died 4 years ago. Like, don't do that, bro. Like, don't. You giving out big lame ass energy, bro. Like, nigga dead, bro. Like, rest in peace. He got a whole family. Like, why would you even make that headline? Just because he wasn't your boy no more? Let that man rest in peace, man. Like, I hate when y'all bring up stories about somebody after they passed. Like, I don't even like when you bring it up when they ain't even in your life no more, to me. But cool, whatever. But to bring up stories like when somebody done checked out, that's bullshit, you know? That's to me, that's bullshit. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've debated Kobe. I debated with Kobe fanatics and kind of said some shit and been like, why I let this lame ass nigga make me say that? This man ain't even here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for a nigga to come on camera and be like, yeah, that was my best friend, man. You know, he wasn't a good guy. Come on, bro. You clout chasing, man. Like, to me, clout chasing is mental illness. Because you looking for the clout on the internet that you can't get in real life. That's clout chasing. That's why it's a mental illness. Let that man rest in peace, dog. Like, let that man wife, his family, his kids turn on TV and not see somebody saying something about his dad on TV or social media, where now it's not, you go on social media and then it go viral the right way. Now it's on fucking sports shows because you didn't say Kobe wasn't a good friend. Bro, get some rest, man. Start a family, bro. Like, for real, like, just start a family, man. Like, pregnancy, apartment, mortgage, car, business. Like, start a family, bro. Like, ain't no way you should be up here talking about Kobe Bryant. So that's insane. Rest in peace, Kobe, man. I seen Gilbert Arenas. It's been going viral. Y'all might not have caught this yet for going in on the African team. I mean, it's 2024, man. Like, a lot of the jokes he was saying is jokes that you say, and if you a 40, 50-year-old man, there were a lot of jokes that were normal when you were a kid, but you can't say that no more. Like, I didn't know what xenophobia was until I was like 47. I never even heard that word. Like I didn't know what it meant until I started hearing it. Like, once Trump ran and got elected, I started hearing what it meant, but I didn't know what it meant. And Gil's being silly, but we also come from a time where you crack jokes on foreigners. You crack jokes on Africans. You crack jokes on Hispanics. You crack jokes on people from I had a teacher from Portuguese. I used to give her hell every day. Like, you just crack jokes on people that wasn't American. Like, but you can't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, globally, what the world knows about Africa. I think he was doing it in jest, personally. He's an intelligent podcaster, commentator, creator. So I think he was doing it in jest for the shock value. But the thing is, about social media these days, the people that see your humor, they may not get the hypocrisy of your humor, because your voice is global now. All it takes is one clip, somebody see it. That's why I always take the steady grind, man. I'd rather have 500 core people that love my shit and quote my shit and tell my shit about their friends to their friends, pull my shit up at barbecues, you know what I'm saying, birthday parties. You know, I'll be standing around, hey man, my boy got the podcast, he got a book. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I'd rather have that. To me, that's street viral. Like, that's the trenches. Like, that's being in a barbershop and they be like, man, I seen your shit, bro. That shit hard. You had me and my dad cracking up, or, man, you know, we watch your shit on the big screen or whatever. Like, to me, that's hood viral. You know, when you go to a big ass thing in the park and everybody got their cars out and they like, oh, you the podcast dude. That's viral to me. Like, I don't, if 2,000 people watch it, 9,000 people or 2 million, it's still gonna become, it's still coming from me. It's still the same shit. Like, it's not gonna be overhyped or extra juice. If I got juice that day, I got it because that's how I feel. If I don't got it, that ain't how I feel. But I'm just too situated and too mature in my years to say some dumb shit to go viral. I do this therapeutically for me, not for 2 billion people be like, hey man, you seen what he said. Like, if 10 people say, hey, I seen what he said, that shit helped me, that's better than just having a 2 million view moment and then you gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that ain't shit. Last but not least, man, we got look like Trump versus Kamala Harris, man. This is gonna be interesting. I'm a lot more interested in this race than I was when Biden was running. I just feel like now y'all can really discuss some things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Biden and Trump was just kind of, they both the same age, both got a bunch of dirt to throw on each other. So it was just, you said this and I said this and I'm better at golf and you this and you that. And then with the assassination attempt, I feel like Trump, his booster ratings went up a notch. So, you know, I think they was getting in Biden's ear like, hey, look, Doc, we love you, G. We really do. We appreciate what you've done for this country, but it's time to slide to the left. You know what I'm saying? Like, they, my thing is like, y'all didn't know he was old at the nomination. So it's cool because I think strategically it worked out because this is the kind of perfect timing for her. Like, can't nobody else really legitimately compete for it from the Democratic side. And I think she's going to bring a youthful energy. And, you know, I was having a conversation in the cigar bar, my favorite cigar bar. Very intelligent people I was having this conversation with, you know, a gentleman and female. And we were just talking it up. And the lady had to be, I think she was like an AKA. She was an AKA. She is an AKA, rather. And, like, hearing her speak about it, but it's somebody you respect, and then hearing another black man speak about it, he's somebody I respect. It really made me kind of really give an ear and start doing some research on some of the propaganda I was hearing about her. And some of the stuff ain't true. Like, some of the numbers I saw ain't true about how many people has been arrested in her care. And also, I see everything everybody's saying. She Indian, her parents Jamaican. She married. First of all, I don't give a fuck who she married to, bro. Like, I crack jokes, you know, and I talk my shit, but what you do, like, who you love is your business. Like, you know, I used to be at a point where I look at a dude, you know, if he had a bunny, but then people I knew and I respected started dating bunnies. And so it opened my eyes to it. Like, you know, when you grow up in a segregated city, you have thoughts about people and you don't really, you just, we gonna be cool, but if not, stay your weird ass over there. But, like, meeting people and knowing people, like, right now, I mean, I got a bag for that. You know, when I talk sometimes athletes and wealth and black men because of our genes being dominant. But a lot of people I see screaming about who her husband is don't scream about that, you know, scream about it when the situations are reversed. So I don't want that to become the issue for black people. And my thing is, vote for who you vote for. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm not going to tell you who I vote for. But I will tell you, you need to vote. And I will tell you that it's always going to be some smoke and mirrors. But just make sure it's in a room you can navigate. This is a lesson I've benefited from, and it's also hurt me before. You know, because I'm the type I like to take chances. You trip on me, I feel like I'm going to go somewhere that ain't. And that's allowed me to make some real relationships with people across the country. But then it's also allowed me to deal with some motherfuckers that's even grimier than the motherfuckers I just dealt with. So it's like pick your poison, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I got a chance to pick, I can determine how to handle the poison. When you just putting the poison on me and I'm stuck, that's why it's hard for me to be in a box. So I think it's going to be an interesting election. I think you should vote. You definitely need to vote for your judges, your sheriffs, your school board, all that. Your land assessor, all that shit, man. Vote for all that shit. Like, do you contribute 3 cents to vote, build a new school? Like, contribute to all that. And then when it comes to the presidency, really, really think. A lot of time when I vote, I think about, like, my mom, my dad, my grandmother, my older brother, you know what I mean? My grandfather, who was a World War II veteran, but still had to leave Mississippi, you know? My mother, my dad probably had 9th, 10th grade education, but never once let nothing hold him back. Could hold his own with any level of intelligence of any man in the room, you know? My brother, Carl, naval officer, generational intelligence, you know? And all the wisdom I got, you know, my mom, smart, beautiful, seamstress, independent, you know what I'm saying? So voting is emotional to me because I remember watching stuff like Eyes on the Prize and, you know, just a lot of shit where my mother's the generation that went through hell to have to vote. So I'm not like really far removed from black people getting their head busted in. Like my mom saw that. So I heard that firsthand. You know what I mean? Like how your mom, you young, depending, she could tell you about the 70s or the 90s or the 2000s or whatever. My mom could tell me about the 60s. So I got a lot of that. So voting to me is a privilege. I'm never going to sit out a vote. Like, it's just too many people that's giving their lives and their energy and their time and their freedom to give you that opportunity. So take advantage of it, man. It's your boy Big Sauce. We in this thing, man. The Game Changer. Get a copy of my book, thegamechanger.com, man. What are you waiting on? You ain't got my book. You get cleaned up a little bit. People always say, why you go to the barbershop? You bald headed. Same reason you go to the mall, nigga. You ain't buying nothing. Because I can. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. We out. Peace. Thank you for listening if you made it to this point, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. You are appreciated. You are a blessing. Know that. Make sure the people around you know that. And celebrate that every now and then. Peace. We out.